Greetings Philosophans, and welcome to something a little bit different. This video is a let's play of an online game which was recommended to me by a Philosofan. It's called Socrates Jones, Pro Philosopher. Apparently it's a little bit like the Phoenix Wright series of games where you play as a lawyer and you challenge various people's points and speeches, only this time you play as a guy called Socrates Jones and you challenge various philosophers on what they've said. Apparently it's a really fun way to learn philosophy and also, just have a bit of fun playing the game. It's free to play, it's online, there's a link in the description that you can find. I thought it might be really fun if we just played through the first level together or something. So, let's have a look. Socrates Jones, Pro Philosopher, here we go. Boom. 1 New York morning. Here we go. Ooh, lovely. 12:01, 12:03. Oh, cool, this must be me. Alright, presumably I'm this guy, Socrates Jones. Oh, hello. Who's this? This must be his wife, girlfriend, or something? Okay, we're going to need a voice for Socrates Jones, so... Sir Sean Connery, I think. Morning, Harry. You ready for school? School? Oh, we're students. Of course, guess what? We're talking about John Stuart Mill in class today. Who? You're kidding, right? John Stuart Mill? Oh, wait, I think I know. He's a comedian, right? Moral philosopher? Utilitarianism? I see. Hey, cool. My girlfriend's pretty smart. I like this. He's brilliant. Opened up my eyes to a new way to view the world. Oh, cool. Good for you. Dad? Oh! Oh, she's my daughter. Oh, right. That's a little awkward. How old is she? How old am I? I can't be more than about 25. Did I have her when I was 14 years old? I look like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo's nerdy brother. How old is she supposed to be? Presumably high school. American high school. But she looks kind of college age. Never mind. Anyway. Thinking. Dad! What? Huh? Were you paying attention to anything I just said? Oh, doorbell. Oh, someone's at the door. You can tell me about this later, okay? Well, hurry up. I have school in half an hour. My incredible American accent that you're listening to there. My name is Socrates Jones. Everyone in my family seems to care about philosophy, but I could never really get into it. I'm just an accountant after... What? What? I thought I was playing as a pro philosopher, and I'm playing as an accountant. I mean, not that I've got anything against accountants. It's just a little bit disappointing. Why should I care about the nature of right and wrong? Ooh, who's this guy? Oh, we need a voice. Well, hey there! Hi. The name's Billy the salesman. I was traveling this country selling my wares when I saw your shabby apartment, and I instantly knew there lives a man who appreciates a good deal. You saying my apartment's shabby, mate? How dare you? This is an apartment in New York, excuse me? How would you like to hear about the fabulous bargains I have for you today? Oh, I'm sorry, I have to take my daughter. What about me? Addy, what are you doing here? I got bored. But I just left. Doesn't mean I can't get bored. Who's this guy? What? Go and play with your phone or get ready for school or something. We've got stuff to do. I'm glad you asked, little lady. The name's Billy the salesman. I was traveling this country selling my wares when I saw... Yes, okay, listen, Billy, I'm sorry, but I really don't... I think we should hear him out. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to listen to you. I don't know how old you are. You're like 16, 17, 18? How is your opinion at all important in this situation? What? Also, this is my wallet that's going to be funding this salesman guy anyway. You're a social dependent. If you don't bother to at least listen, you aren't going to get anywhere. Oh, fair enough. Thank you, miss. You won't regret it. Pretty sure I will. Shy. Okay. Okay, but let's hear what you've got. Right. Ooh. I have a great product for you. It's the best there is. You need my product to do what it does. You don't want those pests around. And that's what I got. Oh, and that's what I got for y'all. But you hardly told me anything. Horse feathers. I told you my product was the best, didn't I? What more do you need to know? Ariadne Jones, this is all yours. Ariadne? I named my daughter Ariadne? That's an awful name. That's horrible. Who names their daughter that? I said, oh, darling, it's a lovely baby girl. What should we call it? I know, we'll name it after a mythological figure who was turned into a spider because of her own arrogance. Fantastic. Honestly, her older brother Medusa will be so jealous. This is all your fault. He didn't tell me anything. What do I do? Well, generally one goes about getting more information by asking questions. In this case, it's probably most appropriate to ask for clarification. If you can clear up any vagueness surrounding his ideas, you'll be in a much better position to deal with them. Alright, okay then. Good. Most arguments are made out of multiple statements. Be sure to check them all for anything that seems vague. So what do you think? So what do you think, partner? You buying? Well, actually, could I hear your pitch again? Sure thing, partner. Oh, cool. Alright, here we go. Round 2. I have a great product for you. Okay, we can question him. Let's ask for clarification. On what kind of product would that be exactly? Billy's deer repellent. Seriously? Okay. That wasn't so hard. Alright, he's trying to sell us deer repellent. The product I've got here is Billy's deer repellent. It's the best there is. Okay, that's pretty clear. You need my product to do what it does. Okay, what exactly how does it work? And what does it do exactly? Well, it only protects you from danger. The danger of deer. And trust me, you can use all the protection you can get. Okay. Well, his argument is much clearer now. Okay, cool. Maybe I do need this deer repellent after all. Are you serious? What, am I wrong? Dad, you can't just let an argument go unexamined no matter how clearly stated. I'm sorry, I just love how she's American and he's clearly from Edinburgh. I don't know why I chose these voices. I suppose I'm committed now, aren't I? Especially when someone is trying to talk you into buying deer repellent. But I got him to clarify everything. What else is there to do? Come on, Dad. In a situation like this, if something seems to be on shaky ground, you need to ask for backing. Make sure he can support his statements with foundational ideas. Hello, I'm still here. Alright, Shorty, can I hear your pitch again? Again? Well, okay. Okay, so now I can ask him to back stuff up. The product I've got here is Billy's deer repellent. I can't really ask him to back that up. It's the best there is. Well, we can back that up, pal. What have you got? What proof? Can you back that statement up? Sure thing, partner. My product does everything better than competing products. This guy's just the robot preacher from Futurama. I don't know why I've chosen that voice. Okay, fine. It does everything better than competing products. Also, are you interested in a church of robotology? Therefore, it is by definition the best. There are competing products. Well, no. But that means that, without a doubt, man's the best. Well, hang on. If yours is the only product, then it is by definition the best and the worst. Hey, maybe I should call it Billy's Best Deer Repellent. It's the best there is. You need my product to do it to protect you from the danger of deer. Okay. You don't want those pests around. Alright. Can't really... You need my product to protect you from the danger of deer. Can you back that up at all? Can you back that up? Back that ass up. Well, you never know when a deer will attack. And if you don't have my product, you'll be in quite a predicament, partner. Better to be safe than sorry. Well, it strikes me that if it's a deer repellent, I could do much the same job with a gun. And I live in America. I can go and buy thousands of guns. I can buy an automatic rifle and you know, shoot deer with that. Why do I need a deer repellent? Like they tell us in health class, always use... What? What? Are you... How old are you? Like, are you in high school? I mean, she looks a lot older than that, but... Are you old enough to be learning about this? And why do you need to know about this? Is my daughter seeing someone that I don't know about? Does she have a boyfriend? Or indeed a girlfriend? So many questions. These are important plot points that I need to... Well, your teacher's a rat. Protection is always good. Well, I hope we're not talking about the same kind of protection with deer. I hope we're not. Hold on, I'm not sure I buy this. We are talking about deer, right? Okay, now the penny drops. That's right. As in Bambi? Well, yeah, I guess, partner. I see. Are you really trying to tell me that Bambi poses a threat to my well-being? That's going to take quite a bit of convincing.
Bambi is dangerous, partner. He may look cute, but that deer is a little monster.
Oh, well, I quite like the way you just changed the shape of your moustache spontaneously. That's quite impressive. Well done.
Let me tell you why deer are a menace to our society.
Okay, round 3. Bring it on.
They eat our crops.
That's probably true.
They steal our jobs.
Nope.
Every year they cause accidents and injuries.
I can believe that.
Why, the only reason you're safe is that I'm here with my repellent.
And there we go.
Oh, and there we go. As you can see, those darn deer threaten our very way of life.
A threat, huh? Not sure if everything you've said here is true. You know, Dad, in a debate you can do more than just ask questions. In fact, sometimes that just won't cut it. Oh? Sometimes you may need to challenge your opponent with a counterpoint. Some fact or observation which throws a wrench in the presumption that his statement is true. For example, the fact that deer live in the woods might throw a wrench in one of Billy's statements here. If you find that statement and present this observation to counter it, you should be home free. When you get a useful idea, I'll write it down for you in the idea slate. We don't have time for this. You've got to go to school. You're going to follow me all day writing down my ideas? Okay, cool. I can challenge his moves. Deer live in the woods. Oh, all right. I'll go ahead and do that then, I guess. You need to be careful, though, Dad. If you say really stupid things, you'll lose credibility with your audience. I don't have an audience. It's just me and the robot preacher from Futurama. Oh, I see. It's like it's like a health bar for credibility. Okay. If you lose all your credibility, you'll forfeit. Okay, fine. But wait, hold on. I'm just fact-checking a salesman. Who am I going to lose credibility with? Exactly. Me. Oh, great. Thanks. Nice to know I have your full support. Oh. Your face is ugly, added to the... Okay. Alright, here we go.
They eat our crops.
Okay, that's fair.
They steal our jobs.
I don't think so. I'm going to press that for backing. Really? And how exactly do they do that?
Well, you see, corporate sabotage.
Corporate sabotage.
Okay, they don't actually steal our jobs. I was just being dramatic.
Alright. One down.
They cause accidents and injuries.
I can believe that, actually, you know. Got horns, that's fair.
The only reason you're safe is that I'm here with my repellent.
It's challenging. Your face is ugly. No, they live in the woods. Yeah, I mean, I'm living in the middle of a city. That's... That is quite like the Phoenix Wright thing, where he says, "Objection!" Okay, Billy, can you tell me where deer most commonly reside?
Forests, mountains, and plains, I reckon. Right?
That sounds about right. And where are we now?
New York City!
New York, it's a wonderful town. Exactly, so then tell me, Billy. When was the last time you heard of a deer in New York City? Well, that's Central Park, isn't there? Are there deer in Central Park? I don't remember there being any deer in Central Park when I was there. Although it is fairly large. There were a lot of people. If you live in New York and you're watching the show, then can you clear this up for us? Or if you're a deer, can you clear this up? That'd be great.
Ack!
It is highly unlikely that deer will show up in any city, let alone New York. Do you really think you can take credit for the fact that there are no deer around?
But gah!
Way to go, Dad! Yeah, credibility. Maybe if we were living in the wilderness, we would need a deer repellent. But as we live in the middle of a city, I hardly see the point. I highly doubt Bambi is going to wander down Main Street. He'd be hit in an instant. Clearly, your repellent is of no use, so I hardly think...
Oh, he's got a counter. Now listen here, mister. It seems to me y'all are being unfair. I will admit you have a point, but you are failing to consider all the finer qualities of this here product.
Is that so?
It sure is. Let me explain to you what y'all are missing while my product is still useful to you.
Alright, let's do it.
My product comes in a fine blue casing.
Okay.
Each letter of the label is hand-painted. My grandmother toiled over the design. Clearly, my product would still be useful to you.
Addy, I don't think I have any evidence to counter these points. You know, even if a point is supported, it may not be related to the conclusion. If that's the case, it really doesn't matter if it's supported or not. The point has no place being presented in the discussion. Okay, good advice for constructing philosophical arguments here. I think I get it. You're saying in such situations, I should question the relevance of a statement. Well, that's what John Stuart Mill would do. Yes, he probably would. And then he would go on to argue for animal welfare and women's suffrage, because that's the kind of nice man he was. It's not useful for us to listen to statements that have no connection to the overall argument. If we are discussing economics, for example, it really doesn't matter how well you support the fact that purple is the best color.
Of course not. We all know green is anyway.
Even though I prefer tartan myself. Getting back on track. Even if the statement is relevant, questioning can be a great way to see how everything fits together.
I guess I should go forward with questioning him then. Okay, cool, I've got a new technique. Alright. My product comes in a fine blue casing. Alright, that is not relevant.
How is this related to your conclusion?
Blue is pretty, partner.
Go on.
Therefore, the fact that my product is pretty makes it more useful?
I don't think so.
Each letter of the label is hand-painted.
That's also not relevant. How is this related to your conclusion?
Art is craftsmanship. And things being done by machine, that's not craftsmanship.
Okay, great, but how does this craftsmanship make your product more useful?
Okay, fine, you made your point, let's move on.
This guy's the worst salesman ever.
My grandmother told over the design.
Again, sorry pal, that's just not relevant. No slight against grandmas.
How is this related to your conclusion? Quality takes effort, partner. Surely the amount of time my grandma poured into it contributes to its value.
Not really.
Ack! Heartless, just heartless. No respect for the elderly. Very well, have it your way, partner.
Yeah, your argument's destroyed, matey.
Billy! Ah! Don't hurt me. Oh, the yelling. It's too much for my heart to bear.
Relax, I'm not going to hurt you. Just your sales pitch.
Oh, okay, that's good. Wait, no, actually, I don't think I like that.
Well, I'm afraid there is no avoiding it. Billy, you're trying to sell me a product based on its usefulness to me. But its aesthetic qualities and methods of manufacturing, while nice, offer no function which benefits me. At this point, you're grasping at straws to convince me to buy your product, and you know it.
Well, okay then.
Huh?
It's been nice chatting with you, but I've got clients to find. There are many fish in the sea, and it's clear you ain't one of mine.
Ah, well, fair enough. Looks like we defeated Billy the Salesman, Philosofans. Get in. Okay. Bye. Well, that was fun. Fun? I think you mean infuriating. How much time do you have left before school? Relax, Dad. I'm sure I'm fine. We still have... Oh, I can't laugh at an American accent. Ha 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 ha! Negative half an hour. What? This took me an hour? We've got to get going. How did it take me an hour to converse with this clown? Ah. Can't believe we lost track of time. It's all that fool Billy's fault. Billy and his idiotic deer repellent. Now you're going to be late for school and you'll probably be expelled and your mother will never forgive me, not that she talks to... Whoa! That's quite a dark bit of character development there. More mysteries. Mysteries abound. Not only do we not know how old Ariadne is, but what exactly happened between Socrates and Mrs. Socrates. The plot thickens. The best of its kind, but not competing with anything. I mean, what would it compete with? Harry's dear Vanisher? I've got to say, I quite like the art style in this. I mean, I know it's sort of cartoony, it's not really AAA graphics experience, but, you know, for a free-to-play web browser game, that's fine. And also, I suppose, you don't want there to be too much animation and kind of crazy graphics and stuff going on if you're trying to concentrate on the statements that are being made and think about them. So I actually quite like it. Dad?
Honestly, people believe they can shell you on anything these days, wasting our time. They're nerve, they think we're a bunch of fools. Hey, look, that's a good bit of detail as well. Look, there's like an art car and air freshener there. I quite like that. Although, we're kind of driving through empty space, it seems. There's no city there. Never mind. My car's left-hand drive. Oh, of course it's left-hand drive. We're in America. Dad! And we can just be convinced we should buy a stupid product we'll never ever need. I mean, aesthetic qualities, I ask you. Oh, no! Oh! Oh, dear. Pun intended. I'm staggered. No, I'll stop doing that now. We've hit a deer! If only we'd had Billy's deer repellent, we could have leant out the window and sprayed it in the face. Well then, I presume that's not the end of the game, but I think that's possibly a good point to end this episode. Many, many mysteries abound. How old is Ariadne? Next chapter. Chapter 1, Through the Looking Glass. These questions that we have. How old is Ariadne? Does she have a secret sexual partner that her father that we don't know about? What happened between Socrates and Mrs. Socrates? And I suppose most importantly, did the deer survive the crash? If you fancy seeing me play more of Socrates Jones, Pro Philosopher, then leave a like or leave a comment. I think it's quite fun, actually. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. I wonder how we're going to be ending up talking to famous philosophers, if that is what's going to be happening. But yeah, send me your feedback, and thank you very much for watching, as always, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!